An amazing attitude, Janice.
Let me play another one real quick. Hold on.
Use your voice. Use
so yeah,
your
he
power.
had the nerve to try to come at me and tell me "fuck you" and all type of bullshit. Like, I was lying on him. You tried to kill. You almost killed this girl.
A reckless driver slammed into her, causing the woman to fly off Interstate 85 Monday, falling dozens of feet to the ground below. 𝘠𝘢𝘮𝘮𝘮 joins us live, and he actually spoke with her family and friends who all say after all that she went through, they're amazed that she's still alive, Joe.
Ron, that's right. They're in disbelief because down here where I'm standing is where Leslie Reese ended up. But she started out up there on the side of I-85. Her car had broken down. She was standing on the shoulder. That's when a driver plowed into her car. Her car hit her. It sent her over the edge. She fell about 30 feet. We're told she has extensive injuries, but somehow she is expected to make a recovery.
And she remembers everything, and she's basically in disbelief that she fell off. She was knocked off a bridge. She pretty much told my wife that she passed out before she hit the ground.
As a former Atlanta firefighter, Irving Reese has seen his share of roadside accidents.
She fell almost 30 feet off the bridge. The survival rate for that is not very good.
His daughter Leslie Reese, though, is beating the odds. Georgia State Patrol determined around 4 p.m. Monday the driver of a Chevy Camaro was racing another car, speeding down the interstate and weaving in and out of traffic before losing control of his car.
As soon as I told her I saw her get hit and scream, and by the time I turned my vehicle around, I saw her on the ground.
Savannah Priestley is Leslie's best friend and roommate. She says Leslie called her from the side of 85 after her car overheated and broke down. Savannah was on her way to pick her up and was under 85 where Leslie fell to.
It's just a miracle that she actually lived through this. Like, it's not that serious to be driving this fast, especially during traffic hours.
Savannah says she tried to remain calm but began to panic. This is Leslie's car after the crash. The impact is easy to see.
She actually fell right in front of the Hero building. So it was help instantly until the ambulance came, but the ambulance came very quick, like within 5 minutes.
Leslie was rushed to Grady Hospital and after surgery today is now resting.
She's going to be in for a long recovery.
Irving says his daughter's injuries include several broken bones, but she avoided any spinal damage or internal injuries. Tonight, he has one message for the driver, GSP says, caused the crash.
Yeah, think about it. That's all I'm going to tell him. Think about it. You ruined your life and you almost took my daughter's life.
The driver of that Camaro, GSP tells us, is facing a list of charges connected to that crash. As far as Leslie Reese getting out of the hospital, we're told it's still too early to put any timeline on that. Her friends and family are just praying for her recovery and surrounding her tonight with support. Ron?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of folks are praying for her tonight. An amazing story of survival, Joe. Thank you.
So he's going around lying, saying that he only
is out of surgery, finally, and recovering tonight.
Saying that he only got a year.
Driver slammed into her, causing the woman to fly off Interstate 85.
He going around lying,
Georgia
saying that he only got a year.
But what are DC
Baby, I'm about to go get that file.
Taxes.
It happened in Atlanta. All I got to do is go pick up the file and get the black and white.
Even if you make less than
He lying. I want to know what really, how many years he really got. I heard he got 5 years. Somebody else said he got 15.
To pick her up when she was thrown off the bridge in a chain reaction crash. Fox 5's Janice Yu spoke with Reese about her recovery.
Leslie Reese fell 30 feet down off the bridge into that area in October. Not only did she survive, she's now actually close to walking. And what's even more remarkable about all of this is her positivity, despite everything she's been through.
I just remember blacking out and then coming to, then blacking out, and then coming to, then blacking out.
So this is her.
The ground.
It happened in an instant, but Leslie Reese has replayed those few seconds in slow motion in her mind over and over again. She was standing on the I-85 overpass bridge on the phone with her friend because her car broke down.
As I'm standing there, there's a Camaro flying like 90 plus miles per hour at me. And it's like, I can't outrun a car, but I did see it, but it's like I couldn't move, so it's like I turned and it was like an instant of he hits my car, and then my car hits me, and then I fly up in the air.
Reese fell 30 feet to the ground. When we talked to her dad back in October, she had just undergone surgery. Her face was fractured, her pelvis, femur, and lower leg were all broken. Authorities arrested 𝘓𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮 Jr., who was allegedly racing another driver when he crashed into Reese's car. Now, more than 2 months later, she's gained her strength back. Her injuries are healing, and she's now close to being able to walk. Reese says she's ready to get back to the active and independent life she had before.
It was just a shock to realize, like, okay, I'm going to literally have to sit down for so long and no more active activities, no more doing things that I love.
Reese says at first it was difficult to understand why this happened, but now she's thankful to be here to tell her story.
Tomorrow's not promised, a second, minute, or hour isn't promised. Yes, something traumatic happened to me, but I also woke up that day extremely blessed to be here.
Reese says she's received tremendous amount of prayer, support, and love from those around her, and even complete strangers. And she says all of that has played a big part in her recovery.